Well, y'all, I started the day off early and still managed to not even conquer the first thing on my to-do list, which was to actually roll out of my bed at 5:30 and get to the gym. Y'all, this is the fourth day in a row that I've done this, and I'm so frustrated, but we'll talk about that another time. Let's get this day started. I need some caffeine to wake my brain up, and I need some Tylenol to knock this headache out really quickly. Before I do anything else, I'm going to tackle my Bible Recap Daily Reading Plan. Y'all, I love this program, and once I complete it, I will have read the Bible through in chronological order within a year. One of the things that I love about this is the audio version within the app where they can read aloud the assigned scripture to me while I follow along in my Bible. I have a complex learning style, so hearing it and then visually seeing it is most beneficial for me. But the best part that I really love is that after the reading, there is a brief 7 to 10 minute recap video, and it just kind of expands on what you just read, gives you more insight. And this is kind of where I write my notes again, because writing it is just an added layer that I need in order to contain all of this information that I'm learning. Sometimes I feel dumber than a doornail, y'all, when it comes to biblical knowledge. So this program is truly helping me understand the Word, and I'm really excited about doing it every day. So I highly recommend it. Now, let's get this day going, y'all. It's going to be a busy day, but first I must shower and then I must freshen up. And no better way to do that than with some gorgeous Luisa jewelry. If you have been around here for a while, then you know that I truly love their affordable, high-quality jewelry, and I literally wear it every single day. And y'all, their jewelry is tarnish free, water resistant, and it even comes with a 2-year warranty. And so for all of those reasons, I shower in it every single day and it still looks amazing. And y'all, I'm pretty basic in how I dress daily. Y'all know that it mainly consists of leggings and a flannel, nothing fancy here. But just throwing on these simple pieces of jewelry just make me feel put together and just kind of makes me feel a little more pretty, you know? One of the other things that I love about their jewelry is the packaging. It's so beautiful. It makes it awesome just for gift giving, or better yet, treat yourself, because let's face it, you deserve it, mama. You work hard. You deserve to have something a little bit pretty just for yourself. The shipping, y'all, is super fast. I mean, it's just a win-win all the way around with Ana Luisa jewelry. So y'all definitely need to check out the link in the description box below for 25% off for a limited time. Thank you, Ana Luisa, for sponsoring today's video. Now that I'm looking a little bit better and feeling a little bit better, let's go get my 2 cute little girls up and get out the door to therapy. take y'all throughout my day, I thought we could just have a little chat, woman to woman, mama to mama. Do y'all ever wonder how in the heck do we manage so much day in and day out and still keep our sanity? Or at least most days we keep our sanity, right? I do believe the Lord blesses us women in a way that He did not with men, and that is because we can juggle so many hats at once. I mean, we can multitask like no other. It's just really funny. Us women definitely are skilled in those areas. But y'all, I thought I would just take a few minutes and share my thoughts on managing life and how I take care of myself while in the thick of taking care of my family. Now, I don't necessarily think that the way that I manage day-to-day life is going to look much different than you, but I hope to share with you a different thought process on what self-care looks like as a Christian. Does that word make you cringe like it does me? Self-care? You hear it everywhere. And we're going to talk about it, okay? First, let's talk about time management. Like, what's the key to it, right? Well, first, I think you got to understand that, look, we are all going to have days where we are killing it in all areas of life. Like, we're killing it in life. And then we are going to have other days that look like a complete train wreck. And you know what, Mama? It's okay. Give yourself some grace. You're not the only one that gets on that struggle bus every once in a while, okay? But look, if there's one piece of advice that I can give you that I have found that helps me is prioritizing your day. Like, what top 3 or 4 things at the most must be done that day? And that's what you're going to focus on. I tend to get overly ambitious when I write out daily to-do checklists. And I put like 12 things on there that I want to try to get done that day. And let's just face it, I rarely can tackle all of that in one day. And it just leads me to feeling aggravated that I didn't complete it all. Kind of feel like a loser, y'all, to be honest with you. So yes, let's keep a running master to-do list of like things you want to get done in your house, errands you need to do, things like that. Absolutely keep a master to-do list, but maybe just add one of those things from that list to your daily list of your 3 or 4 priority tasks that have to be done. So like maybe for me, 3 priority things to get done would be homeschooling, therapy, getting to the gym, and actually, let me add one more in this current season of life. It's to go to the nursing home every evening to be with Stan's mom. Those are my top 3 and 4 priorities that pretty much are non-negotiables for me most days of the week. And then I can add 1 or 2 of the other simple tasks for my master to-do list if I decide I want to do that. And this process, it just makes it manageable, and it's typically not going to set me up to feel like a failure at the end of the day. Does that make sense, y'all? I guess what I'm trying to say is keep the main thing the main thing. Get rid of excess activities, excess errands, commitments, and clutter so that you can actually focus on what matters most in your life. Okay, got it? Does that make sense? Okay, so now let's talk about self-care. I don't know why the word self-care makes me cringe. It just does. Is anybody else with me? You know, to the world, self-care looks like a bubble bath with a glass of wine where you can escape the annoyance of your children at the end of the day. You know, the children, the best gifts that the Lord has entrusted you with. I'm being sarcastic there because I cannot stand seeing mamas on social media saying that they need to go drink their parental frustrations away at the end of the day. You know what I'm talking about? Like, what if Stan said he's so frustrated with me at the end of the day that he just wants to end the day by throwing back some alcohol? I mean, that would make me feel absolutely terrible, right? So I really don't understand why mamas voice the same about their children and their annoyance with them. It just is crazy. And I'm going to get off on a tangent here, so let's just kind of get refocused real quick. So self-care for me, and I'm putting little air quotes around self-care because I'm being a little sarcastic with those words. It looks a little bit different for me. Yes, I love to go on long walks by myself. Yes, I love to go get my nails done or maybe to go to dinner with a friend. I think all of those things are wonderful and very beneficial for any mama. Absolutely. But I think the wisest self-care that I can do for myself or give myself is honestly to practice tapping into how am I being a steward of the resources God has given me so that they are used to point to God's glory. Like, how am I stewarding my walk with Christ? How am I stewarding my marriage, my finances, my parental responsibilities? I mean, I certainly do not steward them well all the time by any means. So this is, like I said, this is something I strive for and try to be conscious about. But look, listen, mamas, at the end of the day, no amount of facials, no amount of bubble baths, no amount of shopping sprees or mini vacations are going to fulfill you and satisfy your need for peace in life. Only Christ can do that. In 1 Peter 3:3-4, Scripture says, "Your beauty should not come from outward adornment, such as elaborate hairstyles and the wearing of gold jewelry or fine clothes. Rather, it should be that your inner self, the unfading beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which is of great worth in God's sight." Verse 4 is really what I wanted to just focus on. I thought that was so good, and it really does kind of give you an end goal of what your self-care should look like. And look, don't get me wrong. Again, I understand and agree the benefits of taking time for yourself. I certainly need it, and I know you do too. But if we find that day in and day out we are struggling to just get by, feeling completely depleted, and you just can't seem to enjoy anything in life, I would really encourage you to evaluate what your relationship with Christ looks like. Are you spending time in His Word? Are you spending time in prayer? And when I say in prayer and in His Word, I don't mean that like you have to sit down and have a 20-minute devotional and then followed up by a prayer time. It just means being in constant communication with God and leaning into Him day in and day out. Are you serving others? Are you striving to look more like Jesus? Friends, that is the most beneficial, life-giving, eternity-focused self-care advice that I can give you. Because honestly, He is where the joy is at, and He is where the peace is. O'clock, and I just finished at the nursing home with Miss Betty, Stan's mom, and I was hoping to take y'all in there with us while we were doing our little reading tonight, but instead they had like there's a 4-man band with like acoustic guitars, and they come every Thursday night. And they haven't been here in several weeks, so tonight they were finally back, so Miss Betty wanted to go listen to them. So I can't really break out my camera in front of a room full of people like that, but regardless, I'm done for the day, y'all. I'm fixing to go home, put on my comfortable pajamas, and I'm gonna sit on the couch and actually edit this video. So it's been a full day, been a busy day, it's been a good day, and I hope that y'all enjoyed this vlog. If you did, just, give it a thumbs up, and we will see you on the next vlog. Thanks for being here.